We have to be willing to accept that things don't come easy. We're not going to be handed an A+. Pop quizzes aren't just going to move out of our way, but just because we show up and say, here I am. No, life is here to test us, and for too long, I've failed the test because I wasn't prepared. So what are we going to do today to get prepared and be a man that's readily bettering himself so that he can pass the ultimate test? Gentlemen, what's going on? This is the Better Man channel, where we choose to be prepared as best as we can. Life throws curveballs, the unexpected happens, but we're here ready to swing because we've put in the practice. How many of us remember those tests, those pop quizzes in school that came up and, God, we're not prepared, oh my God, and anxiety and worry kicked in, and we're raising our hand, can I go to the bathroom for a second? And during the test, we're looking over our shoulders, asking, what's the question? What's the answer to number 3, huh? But as we grow older and enter adulthood, there's not much that's changed. Life is one big test. There's questions that constantly need to be answered, and many times we feel caught off guard and we're looking at other people's lives like, how do they have it all together and how do they know? It's because they're prepared. And we can remember those kids in school. They were all nice, neat, and organized. 3 pens all lined up, a piece of paper, book here, ready to take the quiz. Looking at me as I'm scrambling to find a sharpened pencil all the way to its eraser, and they're like, yeah, I knew you would need a pencil, Jaron, here you go. They were prepared. It's almost as if they knew there was going to be a pop quiz, as if the zoology teacher, Miss Catron, had told us the day before, yeah, prepare for a test. That's life. And if no one's told you that it is a test, that it's hard, that you need to prepare, I'm here to tell you, life's a test, life is hard, there's going to be these constant questions thrown at us. And the more prepared we are, the better able we are to navigate through its course, man. We all have those people that we admire, that we hold in esteem. It's as if they know there's a test, and they begin testing themselves so that they can overcome that. And that's the key word. They test themselves, they train themselves so that they're prepared for the test of life. I was reading Seneca earlier, and he talked about dealing with asthma. And it was like, he could have looked at it as a negative element, all this, another element and another illness that's trying to destroy me. But he said, you know what? I've tested life for so long. I've fought and wrestled with life. This is just death testing me. And I see it as an advantage that it's actually showing me a way that I can become strengthened in. Not everybody has this test that shows them that life is valuable, that life can be short. Death is very much trying to steal my breath from me, and I'm looking at it as another test. I'm testing myself to see how resilient I can be. Life is damn hard, and I love saying life is hard, but we can become harder if we begin to test ourselves. We know there's a test, so I prepare myself by testing myself. How do you study for that pop quiz? You test yourself by asking the questions of that subject in regards to what chapters you were studying, what subject you were studying. You're wanting to get better in relationships, well then test yourself in what it means in this current dating world, the dating landscape, to be valuable, of toxic red flags. You're wanting to get wealthier. Then test yourself in what it means to invest, what it means to learn, what it means to be involved in finances. We want to become better, well-rounded, sharp men. Then test yourself on a daily basis, enact some courageous things that the old man normally wouldn't do. Push yourself, because life, I guarantee you, is going to push back. We've all been slapped in the face, probably on a daily basis, by unexpected things in life. But when we're ready for that, when we're prepared for that, we come out with that A+ smiley face circle that the rest of the world's just wanting. The rest of the world wants to show up and be handed a participation trophy or a golden star just because they showed up. But hey, that's not how it happened in zoology class with Miss Catron. I could just show up, but if I was unprepared, I didn't get a smiley face. I got a big fat F-U. And that's what the world will do to you. That's the real world that this leftist, liberal, let's just show up entitled generation that I myself have fallen victim to. They're looking for that, but that's not life. And it may get by for a little bit in this little trendy, fatty socialist culture that we're trying to make happen right now, but that's not reality. And eventually life's going to slap you in the face, and no social ideology or agenda can come pick you up and clean that off. Golden stars aren't handed out for just showing up in life. Death happens, loss happens, hardship happens. If we want to be prepared for this test that life ultimately is, prepare yourself in whatever area that you can. Prepare yourself mentally, physically, financially, those key things. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, those are the key components to life. If we can prepare ourselves in that, test ourselves, know what we're working with, look at obstacles as opportunities to say, okay, this is going to strengthen me because life is one big test. If I can learn this lesson now, maybe I won't have to continually and perpetually learn that throughout life. I've been an addict where, damn it, I've had to consistently, repeatedly, perpetually learn that I can't get drunk and high or I'm going to lose my job or lose this relationship. And I keep running into damn walls after walls after walls because I won't learn the damn lesson that it's testing me. Can I learn something from it? That's life. If you feel like you're beating your head against the wall over and over, step back and say, okay, this is a test. What the hell can I learn for it? How can I prepare for it so that I'm not just expecting this brick wall to hand me a gold star and move out of my way? What can I do to climb over, beat it down, go under, run through it? What do I need to do to be prepared to overcome this test? That's life. We have to be willing to accept that things don't come easy. We're not going to be handed an A+. Pop quizzes aren't just going to move out of our way, but just because we show up and say, here I am. No. Life is here to test us, and for too long, I've failed the test because I wasn't prepared. So what are we going to do today to get prepared and be a man that's readily bettering himself so that he can pass the ultimate test called life? I love you guys. You'll hear from me next episode.